3 p.m. isn't the best of the time for a session. I know that some of you might be sleepy, but hopefully you will all be up by now. Sansari has made me a special lime tea so that I don't fall asleep taking classes. So for today's session, what we are going to be learning is we are going to be practicing different angles for eyes. We learned a typical eye. We learned how to draw a straight eye. We learned how to draw an eye that we even did an example of how to draw an eye looking front. For today, we are going to be practicing. We are going to be practicing with different views of the eye. When understanding an eye, think of it as what are the different ways that we can look at it. We can look at it straight. The standard views of portrait are straight, side, side profile, and then the 3/4 view, standard 3/4 view. And then when we are considering this, when we are considering practicing, is there are numerous ways that we can practice because eyes we can close, we can open, we can keep it squinted, and we can make so many different variations of that. We can turn our eyes. We can look here in between these front 3/4 and profile. In between these, there are so many different angles. So think of a good way to understand will be on a ball or on a neck, just draw a couple of eyes and then rotate and see. With every degree, it looks very different. So you can think of it in all these different ways. You can tilt the eye. You can tilt it this way. You can look up. You can look down. So when you're practicing, there are so many different ways that we can practice. We can look tilted, looking down, tilted, looking up, profile looking up, profile looking down. All these different methods that we can do. So we will try. I do not have a clear number on how much we will be able to complete in the session, but today's session is going to be all about practicing eyes from different angles. Along with that, we are also going to be applying basic content because on Tuesday's session, we are going to be starting. This is the format that we're going to be doing. With every Tuesday, we are going to be also completing a portraits by the side. As per my plan, we'll be doing 3 portraits by the side. 3 portraits by the side will be completing. So we will start every week. We'll be doing 1 or 2 features for each of these portraits. And the first week we are going to be doing the eyes. First week we're going to be doing the eyes. So with that, we are going to be inking in detail. We're going to be inking and drawing everything in depth. Now, before we get into the inking and detail, the most important thing is to be able to read and understand the contours. So every time when we are practicing for inking, when you're practicing eyes or any of the features, I would also recommend, along with drawing them, I would also, if you're not inking, at least draw the basic strokes for contours to be able to understand and read the contours. That is it. That is very important because at least that will give you a good hands-on practice. If you're not inking, inking is in fact very easy. It's very easy. Inking becomes confusing because we tend to be misguided where the basics are. Once the basics are set, it's in fact very easy. So, right. So let's get on with it. Yes, are you ready? Comment in, my prestigious students, my toppers, my best people. Why don't you respond with yes if you are ready to start?
Yes.
Yes, let us go. Yes, let us go.
Yes.
I personally feel this, like this close connection with this portrait session because it's like inviting in the best of all the classes that I've taken. By the way, Soulflow turned 1 year old. Yes, 1 year old. We celebrated with the cake. We celebrated with our neighbors. It was really
Did you enjoy the cake, Niranjan?
We heard the singing also. That was so good.
Yeah, I in fact had, it was red velvet cake and I in fact had 1 slice of the cake. Probably that's the only time of the year I'm going to have a cake because I don't even have a cake on my birthday. Probably for Soulflow's birthday, I might have a slice of a cake.
Niranjan, I must add, I feel like the the weakest student in this class.
Rise up. That's the point now.
It's definitely better than where I was 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yes, rise up. It's also a great way where we can boost and enhance our confidence as well, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
So the first one that we are going to be drawing, so keep your page free, keep your paper fresh, keep your page fresh. We will first start off with the pencil sketch. We will first start with the pencil sketch. The first view that we're going to be drawing is in the WhatsApp group that I have shared. I have shared several images. There is one image in which I've titled one. It's a combination image with one person looking to the angle. Let me share screen and show you. Why do I need to talk? Hmm. You can see this image that I had shared first. Yes, this one. So this is going to be the thing. You don't have to take any printouts or anything. Just keep that as your reference. The first image that we're going to be drawing is the one below here. Eyes looking front. That is the first image that we're going to be doing. Yes, I hope you all have that image ready. And we begin. And we begin with the games. So the very first place that you want to begin with when you're drawing, when you're drawing a portrait is to start by establishing the guidelines. Establish the guidelines. So I have this thing here. I can start with this. Okay, so you can also decide how big you want your thing to be. The most important mental block that we face is that we are not able to see what we can do. Okay, so what the mind can see and perceive, it can create. That is a universal truth. Now, you have to first see. You have to first be willing to see your portrait here. I saw someone wearing a mask. Is it Vishak? I saw someone sitting here wearing a mask. I don't know. Okay. So, okay, so we have this thing here. We have this line. We have the center line here, centrally placed line here. And then what we're going to be doing is how wide are we going to place the eyes? So you don't necessarily have to use a scale for this, but I don't mind you using a scale at this stage. Like, no problem. So I see Sheetal has joined in for the session as well. Hey Sheetal, welcome in. How are you doing? Six. So I have placed these 6 centimeters here. Okay, 3, and 3, 6 centimeters here. That's the.
Sorry to interrupt. The
Yeah.
first image is of this man that's sort of looking sideways, no? So this,
Yeah. We are going to be drawing the one below. We'll do that second.
Oh, the lady. Okay.
Yeah. We are going to be looking. We are going to be looking at this lady. I don't know what isn't lady, but we're going to be looking at this one. First the front view. Okay, so I have decided this is how wide, and I have the center. Now what I need to do is that we are going to be drawing the eye socket. So we had learned yesterday that your eyes, this is how wide your eyes are going to be. Since we are going to be carving the eyes inwards, I had explained yesterday with an example. So since we are going to be carving the eyes inwards, we are not going to be drawing the circle here. We are going to be rather drawing it bigger than this. See this? I know where my eyebrows are going to come. And so it's going to be big. Leave a respectable space for your eyebrows. You don't want to draw your eyebrows this close. Leave a respectable space. Like, how do I decide how big it is? I think it's just about guesstimating. Like, you just have to guesstimate a little. So I have these two large circles here. Two large circles here. It's from this one that it's going
Almost
to come.
touching the center.
Yes, almost touching the center point. Almost touching the center because we have the center here. And it is out of this that we are going to be dividing the planes. So I have this thing here. And let me start by first forming the first plane here. Okay. First, I'm going to be defining these major planes here. 1, 2, 3. And you know that these should not come. These are not going to be like, these angles vary. Some people it's very intense angle. Some people it's a slight angle. So you want to keep that in mind. You don't want to overtly intensify it. But it's somewhat here and I'm going to slightly angle it here. So from here I get this curved line, right? These eyes should carry a curved line, right? We're going to be taking this slight curved line out of this. So I have this angle here and then out of this, I'm going to be drawing this plane. So here are my eyebrows. See, I have defined my eyebrows here. The first line that we're going to be drawing is going to be defining the eyebrows. Okay, we have defined the eyebrows. We have this here. We have this region here, which is outside of our eye. So what we have drawn here is essentially the eye socket. Your eyes are starting from here, and you're able to see this hole, this ridge, and everything that's coming here. That is what you're going to be drawing. All right. Let's repeat the same by the side for this as well. So these will not come. These has to this side will be extended. This comes here. This comes here, and then we can extend this here. So we'll further define these shapes on the go. These are not perfect hexagonal. Rather, this side and this side is mirrored. This side and this side is mirrored. This side and this side is mirrored, and they form this slant here. They form this slant angle here. It's not this symmetry. All right, we had discussed all of that yesterday. So we go from here. We sketch this up. We draw this. Then, now that we have this defined here, let's next define the further features. So let's define this. There is this plane here, this major plane here that goes. Your nose structure starts from here. You need to leave some space around this one. Essentially, your nose structure starts here. And then we are defining these planes. So this part is rather extended. So what had we learned? We just need to extend these parts outwards. This part is rather extended. So you can look at these are where the differences of these reference images are going to come. Okay, so this part that you're going to be drawing, it's there. See that? So we are defining these planes here as well. So we have this planes, all of these three major planes that are coming here. And then out of this, I can further break down these. See? The lower eyelids.
Niranjan, on 2 minutes, Niranjan, we'll catch up with this.
Sure, no problem. I'm just sketching at my natural pace. You can always tell me if you want me to speed up or slow down. Don't be feel rushed because I'm rushed, because I'm drawing at this pace. I can slow it down for you.
How did you decide the width of the eyes, Niranjan, the center part?
The width of the eyes, as in
Just by observing, huh?
which one? This how wide this is going to be? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that is just observation. That is just observation. So easier way that we can. Okay, so let's repeat this. Let's retrace these steps again. Easier way that we can do is we can take it in a slower, deliberate manner. In a slower and deliberate manner. So yeah. Sorry. I know that this is how wide my eyes are going to be. That is not going to change. Right. This is how wide my eyes are going to be. This is not going to change. So this part that I have decided as, yeah, it's close to 3 centimeters. It's close to 3 centimeters. This is not going to change. Now my tear duct will come here. This includes the tear duct as well, and this outer edge as well. Then the first thing that we're going to be doing is we can divide these into these planes here. So notice this plane here, and here. This is just observation. At this stage, you don't require too much observation. You just need to push this down. You just need to push this down. What we have drawn. The minute differences will creep in, but it's okay. Just push this down. And then from here as well, you can push this down. You're including this form here, the shape here and the shape here. From this one, you are again further dividing. See here, you'll require more care. So think of it as you go each step by step, you'll have to put in more and more and care and more and more and more precision. So notice how this shape is forming here. This is just observation. This part comes this way, and for this eyes particular, it's rather sharp and it needs to go down. So I will push this down. Not all eyes are this way. Some eyes, the shape will be different. So I have this. If I look at this, I have this sharper shape, like going from here and going from here. I have this locked down. From here as well, I
So
can.
There are no three planes in that eye line.
No. There are
Just two.
Yeah. Some people also, when they're drawing, they draw these two lines to emphasize on how this is going to be. It's all what you say. I don't find that necessary. I think it's just complicating. You have one line, then you draw this line. Rather, I prefer the method of just breaking it down into planes and planes. So this allows me the flexibility. This allows me the flexibility to keep changing the size and shape of these. Now these eyebrows, I notice it needs to come a little bit more here. These needs to come a little bit more here, and then.
So Niranjan,
Yes.
sorry to interrupt.
Yes, Rosina.
So in this point we have to. Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. Please tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're audible. Please.
Okay. So I want to say that in this point we have. In this point, we have to follow the individual eyes, no?
Yes. This at this point you are going to have to follow the individual line. Okay, so let me try something here. Let me try something here. Yes.
Then I just noticed you've drawn the line in the center.
Okay, so look at this one. I have the printout of this image here. Now let's look at the distinction.
Trace it.
Yeah, I mean you don't have to trace it. This I'm sharing for talking for explanation sake, because if you have to learn how to draw, if you trace it, you'll just trace it, right? So don't depend on tracing. I am using this to just explain, to point out certain intricacies, which I cannot explain any other way. Okay, so look at this one. Notice certain characteristics, individual characteristics of these eyes here. Notice how this line here, from here, it kind of sharply points downwards. See, why should this be any different from any other eyes? But if you look at each individual eyes, we'll look at it as we practice it. As we look at each individual eyes, it's these regions where these differences occur. The size here. Notice how it is rather longish here. Notice that it's kind of what you say. Note if I extended these iris here, it would come. Are you seeing it? If I extended this iris, if I extended this here, that means this much part of it is concealed. Almost 30%, 70% is concealed. This is something that I would look at. Then I would look at the shape of this part here. How much of it is visible? So not a whole lot of it is visible. This is rather wide here. And this needs, so it's these peculiarities that we're trying to bring into these eyes. Individual eyes, each eyes, you'll have to look at it and you'll have to draw. There is no how to for it. It's just about observation and recreating it. Yes. Just look at it. That's why we have this.
Okay.
Yeah, reference image, just look at it and draw. We learned the principles. Based of these principles, you're going to have to draw. So sometimes when I notice that this part is just extending a little too much. So compared to this, so compared to this image here, when I do a side-by-side comparison, I notice that this side is a little too sharp, like a mountain. So I can adjust this accordingly. See, I need to smoothen this up. Not every eye needs to be sharp. So I can smoothen it this way. And that makes it more come in alignment with it. And this part needs to be longer. It can come over here. And then this here it needs to extend all the way here. Look at this form. Identify this form here. Right. So side by side comparison, when I look at it, this part needs to come here. It's all about the peculiarities. Always pay attention to the fact that when I draw this, this here is wider than here. It's narrower here and it's wider here. So it's these peculiarities that we're going to pay attention to. See, note this part that's coming out right here. More or less similar. And then you can pull and you can push these strokes to come here. See, an area where a lot of you might go wrong is you might make this too large. You might make this too small. You might erroneously interpret the shape of this form. You might make it too sharp. So this part is where your practice, your expertise, and your patience shows in. Understand? See, these lines I'll be rather drawing it to dotted representation, dotted symbols. And we can also pay attention to these regions here. We can pay attention to this region that comes here. See that there is this region here that I'm trying to draw. So as I draw this, I can also draw them as these 3D forms for me to get the best of it. Are you all able to follow? I can't see what you're drawing. So are you all able to follow up? I think more than the follow up, it's about what you say, putting into test how much you're able to look and draw, look and create.
Niranjan, so at the end of the day,
Yes, Rasika?
we still would have to abandon the grid and
Exactly, absolutely.
just observation. Like
Absolutely. See, the grid provides you with a structure. Because we have the grid, it provided us with a structure. A structure as in where the positioning of the eyes are going to be. How much the eyes are going, where the positioning of the eyes are going to be. Where each of these individual features are going to be. We can apply these major planes and minor planes to draw the wider features. At the end of the day, when we are drawing a feature, we'll have to abandon the grids and we'll have to go closely. We'll have to look, observe, and draw. These grids are a place to start, and that your drawing of portrait has to go much, much beyond your dependence on grids. Let's also try this one here. See this part here. So when I how much gap would this come? So your eyebrows from this side, if this is your ridge, on this side, so your ridge is somewhere, be around here. This side of the eyebrows, it will be present above. But whereas this side, the outer edge though, it will be more or less inward. So you'll have to look into these. This is where this feature is going to come. And you're going to represent this one here. Try it out. See, this and this needs to bend. That is where your understanding of anatomy is going to help, because this edge of this is going to be in accordance with this ridge, whereas this edge though will go a little above and below. Yes, let's try the other eyes along with this as well. Before I draw out the iris, I will try the other eyes along with it. So I can always measure. Before I draw this, I have to measure and see if what I'm drawing here. 1, yeah, this needs to come here.
The gap between the two eyes are quite high, no, Niranjan, but you made it almost in the center.
Sorry, the gap between the two eyes.
Yeah, the width is quite big, right, in the reference picture.
Oh, the width. See the
Yeah.
width between these eyes. Okay, that's because these eyes in itself are big. So look at this is how these eyes are.
Okay, but
See.
the center part, we've
See,
almost.
look at this. This is the width of an eye.
Okay.
This is an eye. Both
Okay.
equal width. Look at the width between both of them.
Yeah.
It's
But
the
we
same.
don't. Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's the same.
I
Yeah.
front.
Yeah, it's the same. But the thing is, this reference image is rather big. It's bigger than my drawing. That is why you think that there is more space. The space. Let me put this into perspective. These three are the same. This looks wide because of the negative space, because of the large white space here and the bigger feature. So what you need to do is you just need to measure from this outer edge to this eye tear duct. You'll have to measure and see how much is it going to come. So this part is here, and this part, yeah. So for me, it's much wider. It needs to actually be much wider, and then from here I can take it. Okay. And this is where it's going to be coming.
Yeah, that's what I felt. The eyebrows are coming too much towards the center, I felt. What you have.
Yes. The right eyebrows are coming too much to the center. But I can change it. I can always correct it. So now that I have this one, I can always correct this. It's because I initially put the tear duct here. As I drew this, I kind of extended it to this side, and that will reflect. Right, that will reflect. So now that I have the shape of this nose here, I can adjust with this crest that comes here. I can draw this here. This crest that comes, and then this is where the one side of this nose is going to be, and then the other side of the nose will come more or less here. It will extend all the way here, and then the next one will come. Yeah, this is where your eyes are going to be. So I can always extend, and I can change this accordingly. And drawing in this format always allows you, gives you the freedom and flexibility to make changes on the board. You can always measure it and see if this works. If you don't need it, you don't need it. But you can use this. There's no problem in it. Make sure that this and this will meet at the same line. This and this will meet at the same line. This and this will not come in a straight line. If it is coming in a straight line, then you've done it wrong. This is slanting. This is slanting. These lines are not. This is not straight. Okay, so overall, it creates a curved profile. This is the level of the eye. This is the level of the eyebrow. So I can adjust. Once I have drawn out one eye, I can always use that relative measurement and I can draw the next one. Yes. I have blocked this one out. From here, I'll have to draw this shape here. See, notice how for this side, these features are rather sharp and it's coming down. It's coming down. Let it get this. So get this shape correct. Notice. And this is what I'm trying to bring into this as well. So this dynamic form that comes here and it comes here. Right. Correct. So check if this is coming out right. Yeah. Not bad. Once we have these, we can define these features further. So this part needs to be wider and always make this closer together. Needs to have this round profile here. This round profile that comes here. Take this. So this part forms this barrel-like form that's here. At the bottom as well, this forms this barrel-like form. Like that. This is the shape of this one. And let's also draw these lower eyelids. See, again, right here. You'll have to observe and capture the unique characteristics of this one. It's perfectly smooth and round. It's coming here. Then it needs to curve inwards to this region. It could be a little wider. And then curve this inwards. The center of this nose, whereas this side. There. Not bad, isn't it? How's it coming along for you guys? Respond in the comments. I'm not hearing anything from it. Like, are you
It's
all not?
so much better, Niranjan. I am liking my eye.
You're liking your eyes, is it? Oh, very happy, very glad to hear that.
Whether it's
How about others? How about others?
liking what we are drawing.
Sorry?
We are liking what we are drawing.
You're liking what you're drawing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah,
Glad
right.
to hear that.
True.
No, you have no idea how relieved I am to hear that.
Your weak student has improved a bit.
Brilliant.
You
brilliant.
don't call yourself weak, huh, in this group.
That's not allowed in a class, right? See, notice. Okay, so I just noticed one particular thing that I'm correcting here. I noticed that I made this slightly wider than it is. So I'm just bringing it in accordance to this. This shape needs to come here, and it sharpens here. It shouldn't be this wide here. So I'm bringing in that correction accordingly. Understand? This is what we need. This is what we need to develop when we are drawing these portraits. It's all about capturing these unique personality, these attributes, and it's not going to be easy, but the effort is absolutely worth it. It's the small things that eventually add up. Now let's try this. Let's try drawing this one. So notice how when you draw the iris for this one, this is how it's come. It, as we had mentioned, almost 70-30, this is the ratio. And then the sum of it. So a lot of you, when you draw eyes, you tend to show the entire thing. Notice how some of it is closed by this lower eyelid. So in fact, it comes this way. And you want to capture that into this.
Any specific position is there, where to put the iris, Niranjan? Only the center, something like that.
Place this at the center. See, the thing is, this can be very misguiding because when we look, I can choose to look anywhere I want.
Yeah.
I can move this around. So in that case, I mean, this really for something, it's all about where we choose to look at it. As we draw different examples, we will explore that. Yeah. If I tell you the center, how are you going to place this one?
Yeah, true.
Right.
So depends
upon where we're using. The better way to look at it is these eyes are coming this way. And for me, according to me, if I draw out the contours for this one, these are turning this way.
Yes.
These are pointing towards this way. According to you, what will be the most appropriate position? I can position this iris so that it creates this feeling of it turning this way. This, I cannot place it here. I cannot place it too much here. I can kind of place this here, and this can come in a way that this can point out here. It's just about looking at it and drawing. See?
Yeah, the size of the diameter.
Right. The diameter size. There's no clear way mentioned regarding that. I haven't heard of it. Make sure that the size, when you're drawing this circle here, its top is here. The top has to be the upper eyelid and the bottom here. If you can get this and draw a perfect circle, your eyes should come out correct. Draw a perfect circle with the bottom edge touching here. Little bit of it going inwards for this case, and your draw, it should come out correct. So when I take an estimate of it, it's more from the center. I can divide this into two parts. This is 50-50, this is 50-50. That's a good way to measure, at least for this front view. It's very, very contextual. For each portrait, it's very, very contextual. And then I can draw these iris here. But as much as we have drawn this much, let's immediately switch to the other side. I want you to build this habit of immediately switching to this side. Now again, how would we draw for this? So this part needs to come here. Let's just set this as the center for now. From here, let's draw a circle that covers all the way up. And then little bit of the bottom goes downwards. Little bit, just a little bit. And then you want to draw a full circle here. A lot of it is shrouded in darkness, so I cannot see much. But yet I'm making the best of what I can see.
Are you going to be doing the shadows also? The eye which is covered in darkness?
I will be showing you how to contour this. We are not going to be inking in today's session. I'll be showing you how to contour, how to be able to read the forms and contour it. That's all. The Tuesday session is where we draw from scratch and we ink, right? Pretty cool. So this we nearly taken 1 hour for an eye. That's all right. As long as you're all able to follow and get good results, it's fine. You can try out on the same basis. You can try a lot of different ways. I'll be sharing you practice exercises. Okay, so we have this one. Now let's switch to inking. Let us immediately switch to inking this here. Neat. So we have this, and let's also, now the rest is all the details. Let's not be bothered about that. This is all enough. This is all that's enough for now, for your eyes. I can adjust. So I noticed that this shape isn't on point, so I can adjust this. These eyebrows are a little off, so I can bring this here. I can bring in this correction. This part probably needs to be more angled. So look at the relative positions. This is in fact, if you look at it, these eyebrows are in fact coming up here. This is the shape. Then let me adjust it here. More rounder perhaps. Like that. Okay, so have you been able to get it so far? Get this so far?
Yes,
Not
Niranjan.
get this so far, get this so far. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, very nice. Next, what we only him or how about everyone else?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah, done. Nice.
Nice. Now let us try understanding each of these individual forms here. Consider this part here. Look at this part. Nice. So look at this part here. This part here forms this barrel-like shape. See this? It forms this barrel-like shape here. And how would I contour this? Whenever I'm contouring this, let's set each of these as a focus in itself. This eye as a focus in itself and this eye as a focus in itself. So around this, we are going to be contouring around this. See this? Same here. Like that. So let's first start with this. You can use your pencils if you're not sure for this exercise. You're all drawn good eyes and I know you're all proud of it. So let's keep it pen. Let's keep it penciling. Let's just pencil this thing. The curve shouldn't be too much. So if you consider the form of this, how is the form of this come? Is it curving out this much? That doesn't make sense, right? It's a slight curve. You can touch your eyelids and see. It's a small form there. And you don't want to over exaggerate the curve. You just want to, you don't want to overtly exaggerate. You just want to keep it at what you say, minimal. Yes. Every time you practice eyes, I want you to do this as well, because this will prepare you for inking. Notice this one. This part here has a stronger curve. This part here curves a little more. So you have to read. This part is just about your exercise in contour. Exercise in contouring. You have to read it and you have to respond. Remember, I use these words 100 times in the other classes. Read and respond. Let's try for this one. See, note how this is coming. Right? And for this part that comes here, this ridge, it kind of pops out on this end. If you notice here, this comes here and this part kind of pops out. Kind of, not so much. You don't want to overtly curve it. This kind of pops out.
I want to play a game with them.
Yeah, let's give them that time. Okay, so
They're all very sleepy after lunch anyway. Let's play a game with them.
all right, guys. So we've all done so far. Let's give this drawing exercise a pause. And Sansari here wants to play a game with you all. Join the meeting. Yes.
Niranjan, I have a question here. So I noticed something that we did do for the last drawing. Was so there is a water line that somehow we did not draw for this particular set of things.
There is a
water line.
Water line.
Sanchari, show him the place where we apply kajal. That's the easiest way to tell you.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
last time we hadn't drawn. Oh, why hadn't we drawn it this time? Okay, that's a very good observation. Very good observation. Very good observation. Okay, so nice. So let's look closely at this one. Oh, that's a very good observation. See, for this one, it is there, but it is hardly visible. For this side as well, even for this side, it is very lean, very, very narrow. And I had given hints of this. I had just given suggestions of it. So in my drawing here as well, I had given a slight suggestion here. Notice this. I just given a slight suggestion here. It's not that strongly visible, so I didn't draw it out, but you can of course draw it out. Yes.
Yeah.
Get it? It's a small thing. It's
on the skin color and stuff, just out of curiosity. Now this female has it. Is it because of the skin color? Do you think that skin color plays a role in defining some of our features? Because the reference has ultra white skin.
Yes. So the skin tone. See, if the person is very, very dark, so these parts are fair. Inside the portion, inside the eyes, these are all fair. When you're extremely dark, it's clearly visible. But even though this is a black and white photography, it shows the complexion. It shows. So it has little to do with light. It has little to do with this. It has little to do with so many other stuff. All right.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah, it's very different. As in,
very different.
Skin color would also. I would have to consider skin color also in determining the level of features and the light on it.
That is why drawing portraits is such a delight, because there are so many differences. So many differences, so many varieties, so much context, and that's amazing. All right.
Okay, so now see, I can see some of you yawning, and this is exactly why I've taken this 10 minutes off. I want you to get back into energy mode.
We are not yawning.
Hema says we are not yawning.
You
You're
to have the
offending them.
energy of the whole universe inside you. I don't know how you have energy. Watercolor you are doing one day. You are an exception. We are, and basically by yawning, I mean me and Niranjan.
Sanchari, even I didn't yawn. I finished sleeping and got up. I took a short nap and I came here.
You people are goals. Anyways, for the ones who are not this sleepy, let's do this. I want to do a small icebreaker session with you. You all are painting eyes. Let's see how important and what are the most important eyes in the world that we have seen, okay? We'll start with this. Can anyone tell me what is the significance of this pair of eyes? It is one of the world's most photographed pair of eyes.
The Afghani girl published on the cover of National Geographic magazine.
Yeah.
Yes. Who answered this?
Someone, Taliban. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Now this pair of eyes was an Afghani, a photographer went there during the war of Afghanistan, and he took this picture of this girl called Sharbat Gula, and this has become one of the most captivating eyes of ever. Matlab, this is a very famous. Look at the color of her eyes. Right now, this was a time when Photoshop wasn't there, when lenses weren't there, and look at the magic of this. She currently looks like this, but look, her eyes are still as haunting as ever. Okay. Now we'll do a more fun exercise. We will look at how important eyes are. Can you identify which actor or actress is this?
No idea.
Look at the eyes carefully. Who can guess? Come on, one guess.
Priyanka Chopra.
Chopra, no?
Yes, correct. Last 10. It's Priyanka Chopra.
Yeah.
This slightly difficult. Niranjan, you can play too.
It's Pariniti
This is
Chopra.
I see Ranbir Kapoor.
Pariniti.
I see a little bit of Ranbir Kapoor.
This is Pariniti Chopra. Students are better at this than
And
you are.
you're looking at the beard, I think, not the
Look at the eyes. Just look at the eyes.
No. Niranjan said he saw Ranbir Kapoor in the
Child.
previous picture. I said that was the beard, not the eye.
Kangana. No, Kangana, I think.
Yes, this is Kangana. In fact, if you can look at the shape of the structure, you can tell which international celebrity is this. Plus bonus points to this. This is Superman, guys.
Oh, Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill. Oh.
Yes. See, we have been conditioned to understand eyes, bodies so well, we can look at understand them even when they are not matching. This is a slightly difficult one.
Oh, this is
Jacqueline
Jacqueline
Fernandez.
Fernandez, is it?
Yes, Chittiya Kalaiya, okay? This is easy.
Alia.
Alia Bhatt.
This,
Aishwarya.
Aishwarya.
on whose body? Look at
On
the jawline.
Aishwarya.
Aishwarya.
Aishwarya Rai on. Oh.
Aishwarya Rai.
This is not Aishwarya.
Right.
This is
Yeah,
Aishwarya
eyes-
Rai on
eyes-
somebody else's body.
Eyes are of Aishwarya Rai.
Whose mouth and
Yeah.
This is Ranveer Singh. This is Aishwarya Rai. on-
Ritik Roshan.
oh,
No, Aishwarya
no.
on Ranveer
Ritik
Singh.
is ripped. Ritik is more ripped.
This is slightly difficult one.
This is Tapsi.
Oh,
Tapsi.
Tapsi.
Tapsi Pannu.
Pannu.
My
Tapsi Pannu.
God.
Yes.
My God. Yeah, your knowledge is amazing.
hey, Hema, all the Hindi stars we don't know.
Oh, we could do a this, guys. We will do a Kollywood session next time.
Yes,
Sonam Kapoor.
She looks like a guy only. No, I could also not recognize that
But
this
this
is
is
a
not
Yeah.
seen nicely.
whose eyes are these?
Kareena Kapoor.
Kapoor.
Kareena Kapoor.
Karina. Yeah, Karina.
If you would have said Ranbir Kapoor also, I would have given. They have same pair of eyes. So you would have done.
Kareena
This.
Kapoor. Abhishek Bachchan.
Abhishek Bachchan.
Abhishek.
Okay, so
I-
let me take some time off to educate using this opportunity. Notice Abhishek Bachchan's eyes. Notice how the eyebrows are rather straight as compared to go.
Ajay Devgan.
Ajay Devgan.
Wait.
You have to
Come on,
teach
guys.
in the middle.
Abhishek Bachchan.
Yes, this is Abhishek Bachchan. Hold on, guys. I wanted
Yeah,
to show you
straight
this.
eyebrows. Yeah.
Yeah, notice the straighter eyebrows. Along with that, also notice how the upper eyelids are slightly bigger.
Yeah.
Right. Notice that. Notice how the tear duct is slightly longer. See that? Notice how the lower eyelids are also long and complementing it. So these are, and then the features are rather straight. So if you look at these eyes, the way it is, it's not curved, rather it is rather blocky and straight, if you notice. Yes. And the eyes are a little bit curved inwards. You can clearly see the, what do you call it? The eye socket. Like its eyes are like curved inwards.
Correct.
Right. So this is the eye observation eye that we need to develop. All right, go ahead.
What is the difference between any difference between a girl's eye and a man's eye and a woman's eye? Are some of these things specific to that, Niranjan?
Nothing that I am aware of. Let me look into it.
Sure.
Probably in contouring.
This one.
Eyebrows are different.
Sanjay Dutt.
Ajay
Devgan.
This.
Vidya
Balan.
One Bollywood actress I put. Yeah, that's it. That's the end. I just wanted a small icebreaker where you could like get into your moods. Apart from this, guys, do you want to do the? I think let's finish the drawing session, then we'll do the Padlet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or why don't you, anyway, now that you're here, why don't you show them right now?
All right, let's do it. Give me 1 minute. How many of you have registered on Padlet? First, I see I've seen 1 or 2 names. Shalini, I see, has joined our Padlet. But I
need to.
One of them, as you have your name as anonymous. You will have to change your name also. You can't.
I have downloaded the app on my phone, Sanchari.
Okay. So I'm sending a link on the group right now. All you need to do is join that, click that link.
Sanchari, I don't have any space in my phone. My phone is filled with all these. I have to delete all those things, I think.
You could use a laptop also. I think that's why we actually made it convenient.
Okay.
Yeah. It's more convenient on the laptop actually.
Okay.
Wait, I'm just sending you the Padlet link.
So we open the laptop.
I have to join there.
Yes, the link that I sent you on Padlet, you just have to click on it. It will ask you to register.
I think you can send it on the chat box also, no?
Yeah, I'm doing exactly that.
They're not so good with computers and phones.
I'm going to take you exactly. That is why I understood that
from our children and get scolded nicely.
That was the last thing we want to get into.
We get scolded by our children.
Yeah, do we really?
No, don't feel bad about it. Even I am technologically challenged.
Even Niranjan is not able to understand it. It's okay.
Unless absolutely necessary, I don't learn.
Yeah. WhatsApp is actually, I don't know, I found it very convenient. Niranjan's feedbacks also on WhatsApp.
Why don't we?
But Archana, this one is so much more convenient. WhatsApp,
Oh, Niranjan, one more app. I'm actually going mad.
I agree with Kalyani.
Me too.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, this is the way that we keep progressing. So we are artists, and artists always need to live life with an open mind and heart. We cannot stay closed
Can't we otherwise do something else? Some other app which we already have, can we use that instead of something new?
See, basically, this is not an app. We spent a long time researching on what is the best. Believe me, we've talked to around 10-15 entrepreneurs to understand which is the best one. And you people are getting very hesitant. Let me show you what is a Padlet board. A Padlet board will basically be something like this, where you can put a collection of all your pictures and everything for you to keep. You can keep them for all your life, and nobody will, once you are after this session is done, after this is done, you will still have it as a collection of what is your progress. Also, like right now, why we are not able to get back after B.Ed, because we have to individually go to each drive. I'll tell you how your process is. Once you put up in your WhatsApp all your pictures, we have to download them. We have to separate them into files and folders according to the different, what is your progress. So now that we have, now Niranjan wants to make a progress report of what you people have done. He has to individually go, and each day he has to see. When he downloads them, he'll have to see which is what for them. That is why, it becomes very difficult for us to handle it. With this, you will be controlling your own stories. We will not need you will not need our intervention as to which day were you looking for, when did you, like your self-portraits. Basically, Niranjan keeps telling you that every week upload your improvement over self-portraits. Today you made your eyes. So Tanvi can change those cartoon eyes that she had made, etc. So it is for you rather than us to understand.
Sanchari, see, I've come to this page. What should I do now?
Which page? I can't see. Can you
No,
share?
I clicked on the thing, that link that you showed me. It has come to this, and some people have posted pictures. How do I go about it?
Now you just add. There's a click add option. There's an add option there. See?
Yeah.
Okay, you join a pad. For example, this portraits with soul is the one that you have joined, right? All of these are here. Now, all you need to do is there's a small pink button here. Can you see this?
Yeah, the plus. Yeah. Oh, yes. Up there. Yeah, this
all
one.
You need to do is just click on it. Plus, simple, nothing else.
Okay, I've clicked it, and it says title. When I click it, it comes as title. So
you can type whichever, what is your homework. For example, today's was eyes. So eyes, homework, 1 movie, first homework you are doing. Then you just put a picture here.
Okay.
Then you just pick the file and then.
Where have you given the link, Sanchari?
Shall I send it, Hema?
Yeah.
In our group. Yeah. I'll send it in the group, Hema.
One step at a time.
I've sent it now. See? Okay. Go into that and put that plus.
Oh, okay. Where did you get it, Usha?
Sanchari sent it in our group.
On the group only.
Yeah.
I'll share it again. No issues. I'll share the board again.
I've done it, Sanchari.
Okay. So once you upload it, for example, this is done. All of these are there. Now you can see everyone's. For example, I think Mala auntie has done a beautiful contouring. I'm going to like it right now, and I'm going to say like, wow, you are the best. Okay. Now write your names on this, because then otherwise we won't be saying my self-portraits with and without a grid. Who is this? I know who is this, but
that's Beena. That's me, Beena.
See, you are also saying wrong. That is why you need to mention your name. Who is this? What is this? So that we can see. Okay. Mala auntie has done a very good naming convention. Beautiful. She's named it also. This
so
painting,
for the
again,
title,
I don't know who it is.
The name also, is it?
I did all of these. Okay, I did it. If it's by Deepak, you need to edit it. Deepak contouring.
In the title, we'll put the name also. Is it
just
name?
posted. Is it? Okay. First time.
Yes, Rosina did it. Rosina, wonderful. Okay.
So we don't need to have the app.
Now I understood. Yeah.
You don't need the app at all. Just log in from your laptop and do this. Now what will happen is, once I can see all of your paintings together. Now Niranjan will do the same thing. He will make those same videos, but instead of putting on WhatsApp, he will put the link here. He will comment with your links here. So now you see, if you had to look for WhatsApp, you would have to 1 month later, you will be like, what was the feedback I got? What did I do? Now you can just see it here.
That's true.
See the convenience of it. This is why we are doing now. Make it more advanced. My first portrait, Rosina, why don't you add the date here as well? So that you can keep a check on this. Sunday, 25th July.
Okay.
How do I post my photo?
Yeah,
I don't know. I should go to the camera. How do I find the photo in my phone?
When you do this red color pink thing, when you add it, it should come. No, upload this pic file.
When I do this, it comes as type a title.
Type the title, then below there is an upload button. There's a download button here like this. I'll show you. I'll annotate.
The arrow.
See this button on the screen.
Where? Yeah.
I have just click on that button.
Yeah, I've clicked it. It says camera, camcorder, or files.
Files, go to files.
Oh,
Just like WhatsApp.
okay.
Your gallery will open and you can select the file from your gallery.
So opening the gallery in some other way. Okay.
Maybe you could record I can't see your screen, so it's difficult. Or try from the desktop. I would suggest try from your laptop, or then it will be more convenient that way.
Okay. Okay, when I find time, I'll do it, Sanchar.
Yes. Or you could do it from the camera one also and take a picture. There are two options. See on my screen, I am highlighting this area. And it's okay. Even Niranjan has the same issues. He was also not able to do this. Don't worry. You're not the only
All
one.
my pictures are so small. I have to go and search where I click the picture.
That you will have to do. That is, I can't help. That will be like WhatsApp only, where you are selecting.
Pictures will be added in that same folder, is it? Or a new one every time?
No. Entire journey will be here only. This only.
No, like I posted one now. So will it be in the same folder or a different?
Yes, same folder.
Same folder. Okay. How do I add to it? How do I add to the same folder?
This folder, you have access to this folder, right? This link that I shared with you.
Yeah. I just posted one. Just check.
Yes, I got it. This
Yeah.
one, right? This one is yours.
Yeah.
See on the
How do I
screen.
add more to it? Not this.
This is not yours?
No, not mine. I just put it now. Hema homework.
Hema homework is here. Here, I can see it.
So how do I add more photos to this?
Just keep on clicking that pink folder and do it.
I think I also posted one, Sanchari. Can you see it?
Yes, contouring Usha, I can see it.
I'm doing it from my mobile, Sanchari.
No, I also did it from my mobile, Hema.
Yeah. How do I add the other photos?
We need better glasses, I think. My new power lens glasses are coming soon.
Time to upgrade.
So one thing is, when you are uploading Hema, don't upload it individually. Upload it with the reference image. Like, see, Mala auntie has done it with the reference image. So I can understand what she's doing.
Which photo she's done. Okay.
Play around it. I know it's a little difficult, but you'll get a hang of it, and just understand, when you have a hang of it, you will have your whole story here.
Sanchari, last doubt.
Yeah,
if
yeah,
I
sure.
want to add one more picture with this, should I go back again to the...
No, select them together. Select those images together. When you are uploading, select 3-4 images together.
Okay. If I want to add on with this, with the already posted picture, how will I do it?
That I think you are not able to. That you won't be able
So
to.
every time, if I finish it, I have to do one more again.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
So my folder only is gone, huh?
Kema, we'll learn that later.
Okay.
Much good than WhatsApp.
I will send you one from a mobile recording also. Okay, I'll send you one from mobile recording, a screen recording also. That will make it more easier.
Okay.
It's not that difficult. It's just that the first time even Niranjan was doing this, he was crying, I won't be able to do this, I won't be able to do this. You will be. If he can, you can.
We are also crying like that.
If he can, you can, believe me. Okay, you can add. Now, if you like, supposedly I's homework one, I uploaded a wrong one. So I want to upload it again. I'll just go there and I'll upload 2 of it too.
Can we cancel what we have uploaded?
Yes, you can. You just go on the edit option above. I am also doing that same one. I had uploaded a wrong file, so I'm uploading a new file.
Show how you cancel it. Something that you posted, can you? Oh, update you have to say, is it?
Archana, please put it with your, for your sake, put date also and reference image also. Otherwise, we will not be able to check it. Like this one.
I just put one to see what it is, how to do it. That's all.
Okay.
For example, this my self-portrait I had made. Now I have to, I can either delete it or I can edit it.
Okay, Sanchari. Thank you.
I'll edit my post.
I learned something from you. Thank you so much.
Niranjan makes you teach so many things. Finally, I am able to teach something. I am happy.
Thank you.
Where do I search my page? Yeah, no.
Keep searching.
I'm what I posted now, my name is missing.
Like, who has posted this? I am not able to understand.
Hey, why only both of us have doubts? Everybody is quiet. That means all are well versed.
We are blocking the class. I think you should shut up and keep quiet, Hema.
Don't worry.
Everybody grows up their own.
Don't worry, we all are breaking our heads, I think. You know, I'm also doing the same thing. I'm just keeping quiet.
I am muting myself. Enough of talking.
We are all shocked in silence.
They don't have the courage to ask doubts. You have the courage to ask doubts. See it that way. They are learning from your doubts. They are not asking their questions. They have the same questions, I know. Because Niranjan asked me all this.
I'm not able to find my folder only, Sanchari.
What is your folder? You have to just click on that link. Adelaide Team Soul Flow.
No, you go to the home page.
You can see
all of once.
Arrow upward. If you go there, you have to go into your photos in your phone. You have to allow it to like.
Wait, I'm adding you here only. Hema auntie, what's your email ID?
Hema Venkat 73 at gmail.com. 73.
Yeah, you are here. This is you.
Yeah.
I'm adding you here only. You will never lose.
Oh, this is all happening in the.
We can see your work, Hema.
Hema, I put another one for see.
You.
I will never lose it.
I think I loved it.
See, Usha is pasting also. Good. See, Usha's got a hang of it. Good.
Good. I've learned it. Thank you, Sanchari.
Hey, no issues. I was watching English and Queen only with Amma now. So I know that's just how learning something new can be tough. Just
hey, Rosina, you have learned it, no? Rosina has learned it. She's posted it already. Beena has learned it.
I just learned.
Good, Rosina.
And now also
it's quite easy.
All the ones that Niranjan has seen, he will change the color. For example, my self-portrait that he's seen mine, he's verified, he's already verified and he's changed it to pink. If
what comment he has put up for you? Where do you see his comments?
He has not commented on any one of them yet. He will. Once he starts doing it, you will see his comment. Right now, you can see in below. I have only commented, wow, you are the best, wonderful work, very generic comments.
Last doubt, Sanchari, can anybody from outside our group comment on these pictures?
No, not unless you give him the link to, and I will not give him access, so no.
Okay, good.
But so once all this is done,
our group people can comment on each other.
Yes, everyone in this group can.
I can go to somebody's picture and say, this is very nice.
Yes, this is open to all. You can see all of each other's paintings, right?
Okay. Yeah, we can.
Just comment.
Okay.
I found my page now. How to upload in this? Okay.
Hema, ஒரு photo எடுத்து எனக்கு.
The classes you try.
நான் இந்த விளையாட்டுக்கே வரல.
ஹேமா பிளஸ் ஒன்னு போட்டுருக்குல்ல பாங்க. பிங்க் கலர்ல.
அந்த பிளஸ் போடு.
I'm doing it from my phone, yeah.
Show
your phone button.
Show your phone.
Adorably cute it has become this whole session.
Show your phone, Hema. Let me see.
Where you can see, yeah.
I can't see your phone.
Can you see that up arrow in that which is very short.
Okay. The phone has this make button.
Yeah, put that plus. Archana.
The phone has this make.
Yeah, now show your phone, Hema.
Now show
your phone, Hema.
You go to the.
Yeah, you chosen the picture. Now posted. No.
Yeah, that's all.
No, that top of the screen. No,
that's the picture.
Right side of the top of the screen.
I'll figure it out slowly.
This is so adorable.
There is a button for upload.
It's very adorable.
Surendra, Sangi, Hema, after you press the plus button, did you get this? Title, did you get?
I think I got. Wait, I'll try to figure out.
In that, there is Hema, there is one button which
just try.
Arrow goes up. You have to click that arrow. And then you go to the picture and you choose that picture and it comes here and then you put the title and say post, it posts.
Hema, I'll send you a YouTube video tutorial. It will send you.
Okay, good. Send that.
Hema's just frozen. What?
Hema, easiest வந்து நீங்க குரூப்புக்கு போயிடுங்க. Go to the portraits with soul and then you go to that plus and upload. That's the easiest rather than go to make and do.
Yeah, you have to find that pink plus mark, no?
Hema, வீட்டுக்கு வா நீ. உனக்கு ஒரு டியூஷன்
That pink icon. I must find out that pink icon.
Anybody else? Everybody else?
Emma, come home. I'll
Yeah,
teach.
this is a good
I'm disappearing from this group now.
Don't lock it. Good excuse for a party.
Start learning. Let's.
That actually sounds good to have a party.
Have a Padlet party. All of you get together and do this. Nice.
So it means everybody's got it. Huh?
I will have it with chai and pakodas, like not like that.
Harini left. Oh my God, Harini left. She gave up on Padlet, I think. She left. I'm not doing this. Anyways, guys,
Niranjan, where is Niranjan? Call him.
Niranjan ஓடியே போயிட்டார்.
Niranjan, he's sitting like this. Niranjan is sitting like this.
Hey, Niranjan, கூப்பிடுங்கப்பா. Yeah, enough of this. We'll learn it somehow, Sanchari.
I'm dropping this off now.
Emma will learn it very soon.
Hey, worst case, just send it to Sanchari or put it on the group. One of us.
Hema, அப்புறம் பாக்கலாம்.
I'll make sure she learns it after class. Okay, let's continue.
Hema is like, I am the one who's asking the doubt, the one in the class. Okay. Okay, guys, I think you have a gist of it now. At least some of you are on board. You learn. Trust the process. Okay. Micron pen was just as strange to you before, right? Now Micron friends have become your best friends. So just trust the process. Don't give up. Emma, come on, smile. You feel like you've been tortured like this. Please.
Surely I'll try.
Okay, chalo. Okay, now I am getting him for every turn. Thank me later for bringing up the energy back again. All of you were like, now you're all back up again. We'll play such fun games every week. Promise. Okay, I'm starting this.
All right,
Hema.
guys. Yeah. Have you all been able to get it, Arsana? Hema?
Yeah, we've been able to get. I just wanted to add one thing. Hema, it's easier if you go to the link in the WhatsApp, go to
Has not been able
the
to
on
get
your
it.
phone and then add it. And once you add it, no, then every time you open the app, it's there on the home page itself. The portraits with soul.
Don't give up on people.
Then it's very easy.
Okay.
Don't worry. You can reach out to her.
Try it once, then afterwards you'll find it easier.
Yeah. I'll do it today.
You'll get used to this and you will start loving this so much. You'll be like, my God, this is so good. Why, Niranjan, have you not been telling us about this earlier?
I don't agree
this
with
is
that,
good,
Niranjan.
more good than WhatsApp.
Sorry?
Already I've got some likes and all in there.
Yeah, you can all
It's
like.
better than WhatsApp actually.
It's in fact, it's easier for me as well. It's easier for me, it's easier for you as well. And you can always look at the feedbacks again and again.
Niranjan, you just learned, so don't talk. Give us some time.
Emma, after class, I'll call you, Emma.
Thank you, Usha.
Okay.
Okay. So So, yeah, as we were doing this, so have a look at this piece here. This piece here goes down, and this part, in fact, it's more or less neutral. See, notice this part. This is more or less neutral, and then this comes down, and so it's about reading. We have to read the. I want you all to be able to read these contours where these are going. Okay. And let's try drawing. Let's try. So as for this reason here, you can also try along with this one. I also want you to be able to make horizontal strokes. See that? So this will get you a very, very clear picture on how am I going to ink this? Because when it comes to inking, it's all about understanding where the strokes are going to come. Is Megara able to understand?
Yes, Niranjan.
Yes.
This is very good.
Very good. And this one as well. See again, you need to take this inward. So focus is here. This is my focus. My focus is here. Because the reason why this happens is if you have sat for my session contouring, I told you to keep a common eye level and then base everything around it. The reason why we are doing it this way is when we look at a portrait, we are not exactly focusing on one particular point of a person. We are not exactly going to focus on this eye or this eye or anything in particular. Our focus keeps shifting, and as a result of it, we are able to see everything in a with its central thing. So we are respecting that, and we are doing it this way. Right? See, but whereas when I draw from here, my eye level is here. Here, what is below it, I'm taking it this way because this is my focus. I'm keeping a central focus here. Right. Notice how it's collectively it's coming out correct. Are you able to understand, Rasika?
Yes. Following, yeah.
Right. So look at this one. This
Niranjan,
one needs to
near the nose.
Uh-huh.
Why you put the lines which goes up? Doesn't the nose go down like this?
Oh, yeah. That's because
yeah.
we'll explain. That's because this is the eye level here. Don't worry too much about that because
I've drawn the line
things
facing downward, but you're.
I understand. That's because I am setting. So it's all about the eye level, all right?
Near the
Considering
nose.
near the nose, I get you. This is my element. My eye level. This is my eye level.
Yeah.
And this is my eye level. What I told you was, you're considering this is also my eye level. This is my focus. I have multiple focus here. When I look at a person, for example, when I look at your eyes, when I look at a person's face, my focus will keep shifting. Our focus will keep shifting between here. It will keep shifting. That's only we'll be able to read the face as a whole. We'll be able to make sense of it. Now, around each of this, I can base my level. So when my contour line is here, when my focus is here, what is to the right of it will curve it this way.
Okay.
Right. What is to the left of it will curve this way. Similarly, what is to the right of it will curve this way. What is to the left of it will curve this way.
Okay.
And what is above it will curve this way. What is below it will curve this way.
Yeah.
That is very clear, right?
Yeah.
And here, what is above it will curve this way. What is below it will curve this way. Right. Consider this element. This is below it. It's curving down. This is above it. Isn't this one single element? Push up. See, this is how the contour will go. See, it's all in all, it's how.
So that goes down, is it? Okay.
Yeah, get it?
Okay.
And for this one as well, see, pay attention to how this shape is formed. You don't want to over exaggerate the curve. A lot of you, when you did this one, you kind of made it look like cylindrical vases. So yeah, right. We'll learn this in advance. So all of this comes in the last week. In the last week, as we learn the skin tones, we will explore these contours in depth. I'm just telling you. But the same logic has to be extended here, and as you draw these strokes, you'll have to get a sense of how the form is coming. Only then will you be able to ink it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Don't worry, we are not done. I mean, do you all want to leave? I thought the session could extend up till 5 p.m.
I don't mind.
Yeah. You don't mind.
Yeah, I like to be here.
I mean,
Rather will be happy.
yeah. I mean, when you say I don't mind, it sounds like I'm forcing you to sit.
No. You're not.
Yeah. Let's go. We done only one eye, one practice, one view. Let's try some other view. All right, and at the end of the session, you can all upload your work on Padlet. You can all upload your work on Padlet, and you can get your feedback from that. Of course, after this one, when you practice, you can also share here, show what you did here. But on a feedback per basis, Padlet is the place where it's going to be. Now let us try this one here. Let's try this eye. Also, congratulations to Malanti. Is she here? Yes, she's the person who seems to be catching up everything fast. She first got hold of it and shared the work. Also, along with that, I'm especially happy that you shared the stage by stage progress, shared it with the reference image. I wouldn't have thought of all of this. So, I mean, that's amazing.
Help me out a little bit.
Oh, but you're awesome.
To
You know
do
that,
it
right?
Padlet, yeah.
But you know that you're awesome, right?
Thank you.
She is.
She is awesome.
Okay, so look at this one. Look at this. Now let's try drawing this eye here. See, notice the feature of this. Notice where this is looking. Here, this is an example of what happens when you're turning to the side. Note that these are the angle here. And notice how this one, when I take the form here, it's in fact, see, this resembles a disc per se. This is what will fall in line in that case. And also these eyes will be slightly bigger than this eye. Why? Because when I look, this is closer. See that? Perspective foreshortening. These eyes are slightly bigger. And notice the size, the relative size of this. See, this is huge as compared to this. Huge as compared to this. These are some of the points that we are going to consider when we draw the eyes in 3/4 view. This is very interesting. So now let us.
How will you do the gap between the two eyes in this one, Niranjan?
The gap, is it? Okay, so the gap. So yeah. So this is where it gets a little tricky. We had learned that the distance between these eyes will be this way. We second measured, and that's how we got it correct. Whereas for this one, we cannot exactly take it. Let's try measuring and see what we get out of this. I have this here. See, these have become, these eyes are so much smaller. So here you'll have to let go of your grid. You'll have to let go of your measurement. And I cannot specifically say any grid because consider this. So consider this oval here. This oval which represents the face. Okay, consider this one here. Now this one, when I turn, when I look at it at the front, this is the view that we did here. Right, you're able to see this. This is the view that we did here. When I slightly turn it, that is the view that this comes. I can also turn more. I can turn to this side as well. So the grid is the base, the foundation with which we can draw this what's in the front. We can draw these grids for anything that has a perfect angle. Let's say front. We also know for the profile view how we drew using grids. But for here, for a 3/4 view, this is 0 degrees, and the profile view, the side is looking view is 90 degrees. That is decided. Here there is no specific angle. You cannot say you have to turn it 30 degrees, 50 degrees. All of it is 3/4 view. All of it are standard 3/4 view, standard 3/4 view. So here's where it gets a little tricky, and you'll have to depend on your own instinct and draw at this stage. There is no clear way. You'll have to just guess. You can always use your tracing papers and try it out. Try on this before you get it. You can try. So how do you try it on tracing? You can read the contour, see how it's coming. And then the same processes that we had learned, drawing the circle, defining the form. You can try on this. But when you try on this, do not just trace blindly. Do not just trace blindly, rather use the same construction methods, but you're using a reference below it. So based on this reference, you can try construction, you can draw. That is one way. I'm suggesting you different ways of practice. Or, like we're going to do right now, just draw on paper and see how it's coming. Let's try that. And also you can see some beautiful skin folds and all of it. It'll be such a delight to ink all these folds.
Niranjan, are we going to do the contouring for the first eye now?
You did it with this is done now. It's done. We did it with pencil. It's done.
Okay.
Need
to do it in detail and post it?
No, nothing. This is enough because in Tuesday session, we will ink it. There's no detailing that needs to be added beyond this.
Okay.
Now you know that when we draw, when I'm inking, even if I'm giving a light tone here, I can follow these forms. See, once we understand this, it's easy, right? It's just about alternating between darker pen strokes, lighter pen strokes, and application of this. Okay. This part is what needs to be well understood. Otherwise, you'll confuse. You'll do a very beautifully detailed drawing, but yet once these fundamentals are not correct, it will not look good. So just draw these contours with pencils. When you're uploading it, just represent. This is how these forms are going to be. Notice, pay attention to these. Notice how this is slightly curved and here it's a sharper curve. See that? That's a peculiar shape of this. And then this small portion here, the one that Rasika had pointed out. Small portion here, the lower eyelid, it's very narrow. Notice how these forms coming. These are the areas that you need to pay attention to, because otherwise you'll easily get carried away with the details. So let's try drawing these eyes here. First things first, I start with the center line. How this curve is forming, and then I will be drawing this one here. So for the 3/4 view, one good basis that you can do is you can decide the relative measurement between this. As for this one, we did this center, we made it 50-50. Here I'm putting it as a 60-40%. That's the ratio that I'm putting. Or I can make it 80-20. I can make it 70-30. So, or 75, 25-75. It all depends. There is no clear basis behind this. It's just about when you're drawing, you just set an estimated position. And I have this here. So I've already locked down this position, and this is where my eyes are going to come. So I draw this. I draw this here, and then I have these. So let's block out this nose feature here, and then I have this nose part that's coming here. See, I'm just guessing. I'm just guesstimating. So I can this eyes don't make both of these equal. This needs to be bigger. It's way bigger. It's bigger, but from the top, I'm able to make sense of this form. When I say bigger, don't make it big. That will make it look awkward. Understand? When I say big, it has to appear big, but yet these guidelines should come in proper form. Get it? So how would you draw in perspective? See, it's small here, right? This is how it is in perspective. It gets wider here. So this guideline, this basis has to be there behind what you're doing. Don't make it abnormally large and small. Yes? Hearing that?
So
Draw
those
these
parallel
bases.
lines itself, it's like you're widening it on the right hand side.
Yes. See, doesn't this remind you of one point linear perspective?
Yeah.
See? Linear perspective. That is what I'm doing here. The center line and then these external lines, I just widen it. But don't widen it too much. Subtle, just subtle. Subtle widening. That's enough. You don't want to, because you don't want to leave it flat, you just subtly widening it. And now let's start carving out. See, how would you carve out this form? Notice this plane here. This plane. Because I've already highlighted so much, let me indicate this with blue. So notice this plane here. These planes here. I have to start with the outermost plane. One plane and then the other plane. So I have formed these sections here, and I'm forming the eyelids. So there is no rule that once you have to do this, you have to draw it below. It's about the different ways that you wish to take. You can either divide this and then extend the eyebrows outward. So you can draw this including the eyelids, which is my preferred approach, in fact. And then you can further divide the eyelids based on this. So when I draw this, always draw this as strokes that are free and that go. See? Strokes that
Niranjan,
are free.
did you make the drawing like, did you put a center line for this?
Yes, I did. The center line. I did draw it, in fact.
Vertically, Niranjan?
Vertically, yes, I did. See? You can do that. I'm not depending on it, but it helps me understand. See, this part here will curve in slightly. This pattern will curve in slightly. And this part, you'll have to pull this. So this needs to be rounder. You can always round it. I can curve it. I can round this here. See, getting this part right is extremely important as we draw this. As it places, I'm not positioning it exactly at the center. I am positioning it such that I can make this seem like it's looking to the side. If I position this at the center here, it will look like he is looking towards this side. Since he's looking towards my left side, I position it in this way. Right. And also this eye. Let's also simultaneously draw these eyes. Along with this, I mean, if you wish to, you can represent these folds and everything here. It becomes a good practice for you as well. So we have this carved here. Let's draw this form here. This form here.
Sorry to disturb, Niranjan. I have to go
Yes.
now, Niranjan. I'll catch up the rest on the recording.
Sure, Archana, no problem.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. See, when I draw this, the center line that I draw here will help me decide how much I want to curve this. This part curves upwards. How much it curves, this angle is decided by this. Understand? So this line I draw, and that determines how much I curve this here. So these are the subtle cues and reminders that you're going to have to look into the drawing. So this is rather longer here and it comes. See that? So he has this expression of kindness. He has this expression of focus, a calm. I bring that by pulling my eyebrows down. There isn't much gap between this and this. I should not do that. I should not bring in too much gap. It's rather closer. It's rather closer. See, I'm sharpening, I'm defining these eyelids here. And let's simultaneously sketch these as well. And for this one, if you notice the upper portion of the lower eyelids are far more clearly visible. You can clearly make it out in this one. See this? You can clearly make it out. So I can define it here. And I can use this. It needs to be, so this part I realize it needs to be wider around here. Needs to be wider around here. And let's pull that out a little more. It's the widest here. See this shape. And then I suck this in. So we nearly lock that. We lock these features. And then notice where these pupil is focused on. Don't worry too much about the details if you're not able to get it, but as long as you're able to lock down the features and get it, you're halfway there. You're there. Let's try, let's sync these as well. So it needs a sharper focus here. Curves down. See that? So lock down these features here. So I need to specifically take care of this region, bounding. So I need to show that this region is bounded up. Right. No lines don't exist here. I was just showing a guideline there. And then this line, see, this line specifically has this curl that comes. I can show that it's more folded here. And then after this, after it comes here, it slightly curves outwards. The bone structure. This bone structure goes inwards. This comes here. So let's also darken this. See, these nose bend down. So don't worry too much about the shape of the nose. We are learning. We will learn the nose later, but I want you to develop that observing eye. Note that this curves downwards. Similarly here as well. See, these features needs to go clearly. Next time it comes here. There's a slight bend. It's a capture. Don't just look at my drawing, what I'm drawing. Have a look at the reference drawing. You can listen to the pointers that I give and draw. See, this comes here. And then I'm indicating the tear duct. If you're only looking at my thing, it's very difficult to capture the features that way. See? And I'm showing here, I'm specifically showing the eyelids. Slightly exaggerated it. Has Deepali here joined in for the session as well? No. Okay. See, these regions come here and then I'm capturing these folds that come. I can slightly exaggerate around these regions to showcase that these folds here. But the basic essence remains the same. Right? So what's different about this eye and this eye? It's about the folds. It's about the minute features. It's about the way one position is angled, how the other is. Right. Have you all caught up? Have you all been able to draw? Are you happy with the result? Not mine, yours.
Yes, Niranjan.
Yes. Notice the strain that is caused here. See this, these eyes are rather pulled inwards. And as a result of it, there is a strain that's caused here. See, these features are rather pulled inwards. See that? And these are rather droop downwards. So we show that. We can show these folds here. All of these can be used to enrich a personality. And then how would you contour this? See this one. And this part here. See here, it's curving this way. I can set the focus here and then I can draw it. So see, needs to go here. See that? How would I show for this? Like that. Just suggest using these lines and that should help you get an understanding of the form. Right? So all right, that's about it for today. Do share the photo of both these eyes in WhatsApp as well so that I can look at it. And yes, that's about it. That's about it for today's session. In addition to it, you can also practice. You can practice, you can draw these again. You have these images that I've shared. You can practice them again. You can, you can practice the eyes in different views. I have shared profile. How do you draw the profile? It's very interesting. You can try the tilted 3/4. You can try the tilted looking up, looking down. So all these different approaches. Try practicing eyes in different angles and proportions. And like I said, you can constantly work on your self-portrait by the side. Yeah, let your self-portrait be like you, a constant work in progress. And yes, that's about it for today's session. Thank you so much for joining. And I really hope you enjoyed joining.
Thank you, Niranjan. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you,
Niranjan.
Thank you, Niranjan. Bye.
Bye-bye. I have a tarot session today evening, so I don't know if anyone of you are joining. Feel free.
Bye, Niranjan.
Bye.
Bye, Niranjan.
Bye, Deepak. Thank you so much for joining in.
No problem. I have shared in WhatsApp and also should I share in Padlet? I messed up the eye. I messed up the first eye.
No problem. See, Padlet, so think of it this way. The WhatsApp is a place which is always open. You can share it. Hey guys, I did it. See, WhatsApp is a space for communication. That's where the small talk communication happens. If you're looking for feedback, upload it on Padlet.
Okay.
Right. When you upload it on feedback, I know that when you upload it on Padlet, I know you're seeking feedback for that. And I shall look into it. If I upload it on WhatsApp, I will casually remark, hey, nice man, nice work, man, do practice more.
Okay, sure.
Right? Yes.
Thank you.
Hey, Rasika. Oh, Rasika's left. All right, bye-bye. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Is Sheetal